Gonna change the world with my hockey stick. Gonna make a real difference. Feed the poor and heal the sick.
Episode 29. It's been a while.
You're keeping track of all of them.
45.
You're doing great.
Well, I just have it on our YouTube, so I just know what the last one was, and I just look at it before.
Yeah, we missed it.
There has been so much that has happened. Basically, just every Tuesday when we usually record, one of us has just been busy.
Yeah.
And
I was going to do it on my own, but
It's been busy.
I need you guys.
It's been extremely busy, to be honest.
So we're back. Don't worry. And also, summertime's coming down. We might skip the odd week here and there, but don't worry. We're still here for all that you puck daddies.
Yes,
Yes.
we are. We are. We want you to know that. If you're listening, we love you.
We love you.
We
Stay
appreciate you.
positive. Hope you're having a great day.
We 100% appreciate the loyal fans of
Yes,
the
we
Puck
do.
Daddy podcast. So huge shout out to you guys.
Yeah, we got some a good loyal following. You guys are great.
There's so much to cover. Live Golf merged with PGA. Nick Taylor winning a championship.
Canadian.
Oh yeah, and two Canadian champs now.
Canadian.
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 And I'm proud to be Canadian.
72-footer.
We're awfully nice to strangers. Our manners we
Tap
are.
in on the tap in.
Sometimes it is cool to be Canadian. I don't know.
Okay, what's up, Jared?
What about the NBA?
Oh, Jamal Murray.
Jamal
Canadian.
Murray, also a champion.
yeah.
I mean, I think when the Stanley Cup is handed out, the two teams, I think Vegas has like 14 Canadians, and the Panthers have like 11.
Oh, I know.
It's
it's
wild
annoying
how skewed it is.
that the American teams have so much more Canadians than the Canadian teams. It seems like.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Aside from maybe Montreal, I don't know. But even do they even have more Canadian
Yeah,
players?
what is the least Canadian NHL team, and still is it like the majority of the?
It's probably the
are?
Leafs.
Oh, no.
Imagine.
No, they got a lot of good old
Like,
Ontario
who is
boys.
Canadian on the Leafs?
I guess let's not go over it. Marner, Bunting.
Okay, let's stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Stupid question.
What I want to start off with, though, is how, because the NBA championship, the Larry O'Brien trophy, just got handed out. And I cannot believe how abysmal and terrible the trophy presentation is. It is absolutely terrible.
For the NBA. Yeah.
For,
It's just-
for
it's
the
just for,
fans
like, it's
and for the
ridiculous.
players, for everyone involved. There's nothing good unless you're the owner of the team. The only person that presentation ceremony is good for is the owner of the team.
And no one even knows who the owner is.
No
It's
one
not like, It's
cares.
not like they're in tune with the media part of the team
No.
in the room.
Unless it's Mark Cuban.
It's,
No.
yeah, and it's
But even then,
kinda
it's
neat.
like,
Then
come
it's
on,
neat.
Mark,
But-
chill.
But if it was Mark Cuban, do you think he'd be like, guys, just take the trophy?
No, you win
And-
the championship. You work your whole all 82 games you played, and the next thing you know, the owner's lifting it,
So-
passing it to his buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, he
So
paid
play
for
Play
it.
the video,
Yeah.
and we'll
I mean,
talk you through it.
it's
And
insanity.
for the people just listening to the podcast, I'll talk you through. Give the closed captions or the play-by-play color commentary here.
This is insane.
So think about the NHL. Don't have it like too loud because I'm gonna be talking as well.
Yeah. I think that's good.
So think about the NHL. Whenever, like, think about these key moments of like Ray Bourque hoisting the cup. The Joe Sakic, he's getting it first, he's passing it off. Wayne Gretzky, all these amazing images of, just, like, it's the iconic moment
Yeah.
when the team hoists the cup.
That's like one thing that the NHL does right.
It's amazing.
yes.
It's like the best part of the NHL, I would
Yeah.
say.
So we're about to have the pass off. The whole team is standing behind the owner, and now the owner is hoisting the trophy.
He looks like he's going to cripple under the weight of
He
it.
looks like-
Terrible.
It looks like he's going to
Terrible.
crush. He's like, right? Is he going to pass to the players
that
right
goes
now?
to Jokic right away.
You know what he
the
does?
First person, come on.
He shows it off to the players. Hey guys, look what I won, right? And they're like, can I have it now? He puts it down on the table a little bit. And he's like, what do I do now? Some other dude, I don't know who this
Who's
guy
this
is.
guy?
Reaches in and takes
Who's
it.
this
It's just
guy?
some random dude. And now they start interviewing the guy. They cut. All the players are like, can we please touch this trophy?
That
And
we
it's just off screen.
Worked all year for.
Yeah. It's like the players weren't even involved in it. They're just there for
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? I don't even know where the trophy is.
Jokic and Murray should be kissing that thing right now. in front of-
Exactly.
like, this is insane.
Yeah, that's just dumb. I
The
gotta
fans
say.
do not want this. I'm not even a fan of the NBA, but I watch it and I'm sitting there. I'm like, is this real? Is this how they do it? And sure enough, that's how they do it every single year. The owner lifts it first, which feels wrong. It feels wrong. Like, oh, I own all of you guys, so I get the trophy and you don't. Like, what are they, his subordinates or whatever? Like, you're all under me. I have the money, so
It
I get
seems like an
first.
ego stroking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the owner, the richest guy gets it first, and he passes it off to all his friends. When do the players get it?
Do they give it to the next player highest in salary too?
Yeah,
It goes on-
exactly.
It's
Pass
it's
down the
actually
salary
crazy.
ladder.
Like in my opinion, that should be going directly to Jokic to Jamal Murray to Michael Porter Jr.
100%.
That's how it should have went.
It's like
Yeah.
the captain of the team
Yeah.
grabs it and then just like they do
like
in the
the
NHL.
owner putting himself over the team is crazy. Like we get it, you're the owner.
Mhm.
You got the big dollars.
Yeah, like in the NHL, it's honestly an equal bet to just expect that they'll give it to, like, even if he's not the captain, the veteran, like the guy that's
Yeah.
been waiting the longest to get the cup.
Well,
It's like an honor thing, right?
Exactly.
No,
So it's
you
like
won it.
you want to see who does the cup get passed to?
Mhm.
Who is the next person, right? And in that case, it's like whoever.
I'm gonna bet on the NBA to see who gets the cup passed to them. You just bet on the owner and you win.
Yeah,
Yeah, the owner comes in like I just won this thing.
So I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
wild to me. That
wild.
still happens. Like we just saw Nick Taylor win a playoff match.
Yes.
That
Congratulations, Canadian first in 69
Oh, yeah.
years.
But that celebration was more iconic than an NBA championship. Like he's out, like he puts it 72 feet into, and the Canadian flag is flying
Yeah.
on the
pin.
left the flag in on the
Yeah.
pin, right? And then there's a celebration with the caddy.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. The pin could have been pulled,
The pin could have been
but he left
pulled.
it in.
Right, to have the flag.
Oh, he needed the pin
Right.
there.
But well, he
Oh,
needed
flying.
the flag of Canada behind that shot.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it just makes it more iconic. But then also the other player that ran out onto the green to celebrate with him and then getting tackled.
Oh, he got a big Adam Hadwin
Adam
comes
Hadwin.
out. He's got
Yeah.
the champagne about to fly, and then he just gets bulldozed by the security.
Yeah.
Great tackle by the
I
way.
saw a funny video making a parody of
The
that.
Titanic one.
No, it was all of the NFL players, like the running backs and the
my.
linebackers, saying like, "Oh yeah, if only I could tackle like this guy." Just the moves, you never know what he's gonna do, and it's
And he
like
just
it's a slow mo of the security guy going around people and like
RKO.
tackling Adam Hadwin. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
iconic.
So like when a golf celebration is more exciting than the culmination of the entire NBA season, like the NBA has to do something about that. They need to switch that up. I get it. It probably comes from tradition. When the owner was like, we're better than everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah,
wrong.
it's-
When
It
the owner
feels
was
like-
also the coach, maybe.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
the owner was at all a part of winning that, like you know what I mean?
No, like these.
They're not even the
guys-
GM. They didn't even pick the
not even
players.
yeah, it's crazy.
These guys worked and gave their sweat, blood, and tears.
Yeah, NBA remove that
And-
now. I don't even want the
Exactly.
owner on the floor. I
No,
want the
like-
owner in his little press box watching, and I don't want you on the floor.
Yeah.
The NHL does it right. Like the captain gets the trophy, hands it to the next guy. They all get a lap with it. You get these amazing images. You get feelings. Like people are getting shivers just thinking about
Mhm.
like that image in their mind
Yeah,
of
it's
when
about
their
the-
team
it's
won
about
it.
the
right?
players. It should be
It's about
the
the
players.
players. And then after all the interviews have been done and the confetti has all fallen and hit the ice, the players all leave to go, celebrate in the dressing room, and then all the owners come out. And
When
they
it's
get to do it.
comedical. It's kind of comedic,
yeah.
that they're doing it the other way around.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no,
it's hilarious.
It's not very often.
parody.
It's a
not-
parody.
It's not very often that NBA can take some notes from the NHL. So it's fun
Yeah.
to harp on it because in a lot of other cases, the NHL could take a lot of notes
Fair.
from the NBA. So
Which let's lead into our next discussion: officiating. Do you feel the NBA
Oh.
officiating is better than the NHL officiating?
I can't really comment on it because I don't watch basketball. So
Oh, it's the same.
Okay,
I-
okay.
I would say it's relatively the same now.
So, like, is officiating just for fans to complain about? Like, is the NHL doing anything wrong? Where, like, what could they do to fix it? Let's just focus on that.
Okay.
What could the NHL do
Okay.
better since we have no point of reference? 'Cause I
Cole's
don't really-
notes here because
Yeah.
we don't have that.
What could they do? I would say, what could they do better? I would say, if you're gonna use technology or don't use it at all. Like I would say, like if we're gonna,
Use it to its full potential.
yeah, like we're not like if the ref doesn't know if he got high stick in the face or not. Why are they doing a little thing?
Why are we
Look,
pretending
a
like there's no
jumbotron-
camera?
There's
Yeah.
a jumbotron above you. Look at the jumbotron and get the call right. Don't
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If we're gonna use technology, don't half
I mean,
use it.
I think they technically kind of. They're not supposed to, but
They
they,
should have-
are.
they should ha-
They're kind of like
Oh,
they're,
they're
they're like
sneaking.
Yeah,
they're like
they're-
let's convene over here while we look over our shoulder.
Apple
Yeah.
Watch. They should just have an Apple Watch where they could just replay the
go.
last.
On an Apple Watch? That's so small.
Give them that new.
They can make a different one, but like
Guys, give them that new iPhone. Augmented reality
Yeah,
thing. They can skate around,
No,
and see the whole
okay,
ice.
so-
keep them off the ice.
No. The one thing that would fix all,
Yeah.
at least in my mind, and I think the NFL has done this, is just the eye in the sky ref.
Yeah.
where they just call down in the refs in the on ice officials' ears and be like, guys, you missed a call,
Right.
and they can blow it dead from up top or whatever, right? And like they are the eye in the sky. They're essentially like one of us watching the game with
Yeah.
all the camera angles.
It's almost like, are you for that, or are you like, or is it like, is that
No, because that's better than missing the call or B, having to go to the situation room and wait for them to say it.
Fair.
Just having eye in the sky official that's in the building that can see above and has
that.
screens to all the technology he needs to make those calls or
Yeah.
she.
But that guy has to have their face in the jumbotron too, so that they can get flamed by the fans if they. If they don't agree.
So that's my second point, I think, actually. Refs need to be held accountable.
Uh,
When have you ever seen a ref press conference after a really bad called game?
Oh, I would love that.
NHL needs that.
I would
Yeah.
love that. Get the
People
refs
tune
out
in.
there and
But,
get
like,
the
but
media.
low key, they won't be able to get out of the building, dog. They'll be like,
Yeah, well,
I would love that.
no, like they could have it like
People are
with
gonna be
maybe like a
attacking them after
handful of reporters, but like they need to be held accountable and ask the question. So what happened on that
yeah,
call?
what's going through your
It-
mind?
What was
on
going through your
this
mind? Yeah.
on
It
call?
would be men's league live. Men's league live,
Yeah.
because that's what always happens after the ref blows a call. He skates by the bench and it's like, what's going on there, right? And
Yeah.
the ref's like, oh, it would just be the media, be like, so what?
More cordial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's hilarious. That would
That'd
be
be
that would
great.
be great for like entertainment.
So I don't know if we can find any sport where the officiating is like applauded and praised. Pretty much everyone in the chat, like Duke is saying, NBA officiating is garbage. There's so much diving, which is true. It's like, especially in soccer as well, like diving is just like,
Yeah.
like so bad.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that
there for
NHL
us to
is-
complain about.
I
That's
think
what
the
Sarah's
difference
saying.
is that you can
Sarah
complain
wants to complain about, yeah.
you can complain about officiating in other sports than hockey,
Yeah.
and it's because of bad calls.
Yeah.
Hockey, fundamentally, the culture of it with refs, there's like different mindsets of reffing depending on the stage of the game, depending on if it's playoffs. And also, when have you ever seen a game where one team has gotten like 6 power plays and the other's gotten 1? Never.
Did you
it's
watch-
it's always within 1 or 2 at most.
Did you watch the last game with Vegas? Like,
Yeah.
The last minute.
Yeah.
That cross check on Kachuk that's
It's-
not
it's
called.
murder.
I don't. That has to be a call.
It's assault.
Like that has to be a call. Like I can't believe that. Like and then that's a Florida power play, minute 30.
Yeah.
The ref just was a
Can't call it at this
it
time.
was a cross check to the
right?
back. Like you after that call they made with 7 seconds left before overtime the game before.
Was Kachuk on the puck or no?
It was after the whistle.
Ah,
Literally
oh,
after
after,
the
okay.
whistle, the guy just came in, cross checks him right from behind.
Because what I find is they get really loose with anything away from the play. Like you can like pretty much commit murder in the corner as long as the puck isn't there, right? And the
Oh,
refs
yeah.
just let it go.
Well,
Like,
then-
ah, whatever.
But then there will be a call. Then they'll call something that's like you just let this all go, and then now you're calling this. It's like there's been no, I don't know. It's just been so inconsistent that it's
So,
like
so here's where I'm gonna stick up for the refs.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go a different direction with this. I think, and someone in the chat did say that the officiating has gotten worse and worse and worse. I don't really think it has. Perhaps it's gotten better, but I think what has gotten a lot better is the technology. So I remember watching highlights from old 70s, 80s. The feed was fuzzy. There was only 1 or 2 camera
I
angles.
used to watch the snowy hockey.
That's exactly the snowy
oh,
hockey.
it's the way the graphics got better.
No,
I'm
right?
not. I'm not buying that.
Come
I'm
on.
not buying that
Come
at
on.
all.
So
Jer.
the
Nope.
only thing that's gotten better is the technology. So now it's not fair for the refs because the refs only see what the refs see, right? And then the rink, everyone in the stands and all the fans, they come down on them.
But
because,
did you not notice, Kate? This year was different, bro. This year was
hold on.
compared to every other year.
Hold on.
No.
When something happens, right? The ref misses it, we'll say, and then they come up with the replay. And then another replay, and then another angle, and then a zoomed in angle, and then a slow motion shot, and they give all that information to the fans, and the refs are like, "How could you miss it?"
No, but it's almost like they're doing the miss. Like it's every time, and it was perfect for what I was doing.
Yeah.
Because all I needed was something controversial to happen in the game, and then I would report on it. So it's almost like I just waited for. I knew something controversial was going to happen.
Right.
It's almost like every game.
It's a guarantee,
there
yeah.
was a crazy non-call, and that everyone could go talk about on social media.
So here's what I would love to see, and I don't
They're
think
not fooling me. NHL, no one's fooling.
No,
me.
no, no.
No one's fooling
this
me.
is
NHL.
this is all I want is each ref has a camera on their helmet, right? And right when something controversial happens, the first thing that gets shown is that ref's camera angle, and they show
Yeah.
that first for the first and
This is what
they
the-
and then
yeah.
replay it 3 or 4 times so the fans all see it. This is what he saw, right? And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's really kind of hard to tell. And then they show the other angle
Yeah.
that blatantly makes it obvious that something bad happened, and you're like,
I agree.
okay, well the ref didn't see it.
Well, now we're sticking up
Okay.
for the refs. I don't
That's
know.
a- you know, I can see that. Then it'd be fair. But if the ref is looking at something and here comes Petrangelo's cha and takes off someone's arm, then the whole crowd can erupt and be like, what? It was right in,
Yeah.
right,
I
right in
think
front of your face.
I think there's two issues with reffing, and one of them is that like there's two ways you can look at it. Refs are human. There's going to be mistakes, but then the NHL needs to change the almost the incentive of refs to, or like the ability, like the tools they have to make the right calls.
Yeah.
You know, like they're not fully equipped right now to do it. That's where the eye in the sky would come in.
Offside goal calls.
Yeah, like, and it's up to the NHL to figure out how to make that so it doesn't slow down the game.
Yeah.
Um,
Like that's.
I wanted
So we go eye in the sky. Can we call a cross check after the
That's what I'm
the eye in
saying.
the,
Buried.
the eye in the sky official can blow the play dead.
Wow.
That's how I would see it.
No way. We can't do that.
It's then it's too many cooks in the kitchen sort of
It's
thing, you
too
know.
much happening.
How would you even know if as you're watching which ref blew the whistle? You know, like
Oh, but if it's like 5 seconds later and it's like.
Okay. So say someone like gets buried in the corner, ref doesn't see it, right? And then they get a little birdie in their ear. Put your hand up, right? And they just go like this.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna call a penalty on so and so for this, I guess. Yeah. It could
yeah,
work. It
like
could
it's
work.
like it's no, like they wouldn't have to be. They could be transparent about it. Be like the so and so official, eye in the sky, whatever you want to call it, has given so and so a major for this or a penalty
Yeah.
for this.
I agree. I think we should. I think we should.
But
Something like
before we move on from officiating, because I know we got a lot to cover, I wanted to go back to the onslaught of penalties in the last final seconds of games lately.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't take credit for this idea. I heard it on the Steve Dangle podcast, and he heard it from I think Cam something, a reporter.
And he heard it from me. We had a beer together, so he's just stealing all my ideas.
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
Jeremy's the mastermind of everything, as I've learned.
I know. I DM'd him privately.
Yeah,
And then Jared actually gets his stuff from me, so
yeah.
the ship's actually up here with the mastermind.
And then I just work behind the scenes on both of everything that you both come up with.
He writes
Exactly.
hidden messages.
Yeah.
Exactly.
on
So everything
boards.
Hayden says is really came from my mouth first.
Okay. Anyway, the idea, and I want to see what you guys think of it, is essentially any penalty that is incurred in the end of the game. Say it's like a 2-minute minor.
Yep.
If there's less than 2 minutes left in the game,
Carries over.
the team that took the penalty has to kill that entire penalty.
Oh,
then
the game extends.
The game extends, and if
Oh.
if they do kill the penalty, the game's over. If they don't,
I
then-
agree.
So if someone takes a 5-minute major at the end, like someone cross checks a guy in the head, then the game goes 5 minutes.
But if the game's over, man.
No, it doesn't matter. If you're gonna go and cross check a guy in the last 5 seconds in the face,
Okay, so
Hold on.
no, that's what I'm saying. So if the game's on, this last 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But if it's over and then there's a scrum and there's penalty, no.
no. If time is
There's
up,
yes.
if time's
that's
expired,
that's a great.
Still.
but then if someone gets like a major penalty and time is expired, then the suspension whatever should carry over to the next game
So
in the playoffs. At
We
least,
we
but-
talked about the
Playoffs.
carryover. There should why is it just a free for all? Like players can just do whatever they want after the end at the end of the game,
Yeah.
and they have no repercussions
Well,
at all.
that's what
right?
Steve Dangle says. Is he's like they're allowed.
Yeah.
Basically, because there's no consequence. Like
No rules.
with
They
18
could get
seconds left,
suspended.
Petrangelo shoots the puck over the glass,
Yeah.
and like that could be considered a good play because it's like 18 seconds left. Yeah, we could kill a penalty for 18 seconds, but if it was a full 2 minutes,
Yeah.
it's not.
Okay.
You know.
So
I
they,
agree with that.
they have something like that in soccer, like where like I don't
Extra
Oh,
understand.
time.
it's
Extra
literally
time.
it's just the refs in soccer
they don't
deciding how much
They
extra
don't
time
stop
there's
the
allowed.
clock. If,
Yeah, I
there's,
know.
if there's an injury, they'll just let it play for. 10,
I
20
remember-
Such a weird thing. I remember
It's
watching
like just
soccer.
stop
for
the
some-
clock and just keep the game.
I remember watch or reffing soccer when I was growing up,
Yeah.
and I'd ref like the kids, and you have like a timer on your thing, right? And it's like if you want a game to wrap a bit early, you stop it right when the time's up. But if you're like you kind of want to see how things go, it's
Yeah,
like
some
the
extra
one team's
time.
rallying.
Yeah, the ref.
There's extra time. You took a little too long to throw it in a few times.
And then
So
they'll say there's 4 minutes extra time. Then they'll add extra time to the extra time.
yeah,
And it's like, when's this game? Like,
it's just a party, man. Soccer is a different breed. Like I would like to go see a live soccer game, like in Toronto maybe, or
UFC.
No, we got to go to
Premier League.
Europe, and we got to
Oh.
see some of these European hockey games. where they like absolutely blow the roof off these small buildings.
Well, the hockey games are just like a smaller version of what the soccer
That's what I'm
games
saying, right? They get
Yeah.
the hooligans in there, and it's like
Mhm.
$10 a person. The whole town comes in, right? They
Yeah.
got $1 beers in like Czech Republic or
It's
whatever.
a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even when we were in Nashville, there was some locals, or the Air Canada guys that were touring with us, was telling me how crazy even the soccer games in Nashville were.
Oh wow.
They have a soccer field there, and it's
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay. So
Let's stop talking about soccer.
wait a second. We were pitching this. Chippy and I were at the NHL Combine.
Yeah.
We were meeting with some of
Smooth
the
segue.
yeah. We were meeting with some of the NHL brass afterwards,
Mhm.
and we were pitching ideas for like videos. Like, hey, can you guys like get us out to games? And like, what if we had like a series like ranking the best fan base? Like, which original six team has the best fan
Or
base?
the environment in the rink. too.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
or like, what's the best city to play in? Right. So we go to like Chicago.
Oh,
and
and
you know what I mean?
tour around the rink plus the arena to get a
Yes.
full evaluation.
And
Exactly.
I'd like
Or,
to say my homie has done this idea, but if we did it like long form content,
Yeah, that's
someone
what I'm
I know
saying.
has done it already. It's not our first. It's been done.
Yeah. But I'm saying
but
like
we
as the puck
take our own
daddies,
flavor exactly.
What
Yeah.
if we go?
Yeah, yeah.
And we find out like what's the best city to go see your team play. Like we just come up with one of these concepts. Like
Right.
if we like the Leafs, we're gonna go to like Vegas. We're gonna go to Nashville. We're
Right.
gonna go to New York. We're gonna watch the Leafs play in all these cities, and we'll kind of like build a.
I like that.
YouTube series.
As a trial, I'm going to go to a Leafs game as a Florida fan.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
oh, banana!
Well, because if
That went
you're
over my head.
if you're a Leafs fan and you go to a game anywhere, there's always going to be Leafs fans.
Yes.
But imagine you're a fan of like Arizona going to New York or something,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
it would be interesting to do that,
It
or
would
like
be.
Boston, like
Yeah, Arizona would be.
Leafs fan in Boston.
That's what I'm saying. So, but we
I
can
don't
report
even
on
think- I don't
that.
even think I could.
That
do
might
it.
be the only one where you'd get booed. I don't know.
That would-
Oh,
that would
New
actually-
York. My dad went to New York with the Rangers or with a Montreal jersey on.
Yeah.
Got punched.
Well, that's original
Got
six
punched.
versus original six.
Got
I could
punched,
see that.
bro.
Yeah.
Got punched.
Got punched.
That's
He
good
got-
for
my
content.
16-year-old
that's good for-
dad wasn't doing anything. Guy
I'll
just punches him for wearing the jersey.
I'll take one for the team.
You know
yeah.
what? We can do that. We can, as part of the YouTube series, how much do we have to do before we get punched? Right? So Hayden could just be the really obnoxious one.
Why are you making me the obnoxious?
I don't want to
one?
get punched.
I'm the guy everyone loves. I'm wearing like both jerseys.
You can still hold the camera if you got punched in the face. Me, I don't know. I don't want to have a black eye and a bloody nose.
Oh, man. beauty product. Yeah.
Could you imagine?
I
Just
love
like
these
Hayden,
little.
like,
I love these little chirps. These little
"Bruins."
beauty product, eh? That was a great chirp.
All right, so yeah, we might as well talk about the combine. Eh?
Combine was
Yeah.
unbelievable experience. Super fun. Thank you NHL for taking both Jared and I out.
I invited Hayden as well, but
Hayden to come. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I was like, is
Yeah.
Hayden in the car?
no, he had to feed his
Because
fish.
Jared's coming to pick me up, and I
I
was
was to feed my fish.
He had to lift weights. He said.
So
No,
Jared-
sorry, I can't come. I have to mop the kitchen.
no. This is. I have a funny story
That's
though.
Not true.
I have a
Go
funny
ahead.
story here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it was Thursday night. We have to be at the combine Friday.
Mhm.
So me and my buddy OJ, shout out to OJ. We were just in the back waiting for Jared to come pick us up, and we're on the back deck. We're just freestyling, like we're waiting for Jared to come. Jared's like, "Oh, we're on our way." Takes quite a while to get to my house from Jared's house, so we're just on the back, and then we're freestyling, and then apparently Jeremy's texting me. He's in the driveway, and he's been sitting there for 20 minutes. So Jared's out there walking around my house, knocking on the door. I'm not answering.
You
He's
didn't
like,
hear the singing?
I guess I don't know. I don't know what from your end. Did you-
Well, I thought they were just watching Napoleon Dynamite. 'Cause it was like that scene, like I'm there in the air, I'm so fly, like a butterfly, up so high,
Oh,
like
we
a
were-
kite
we
in
were
the sky.
You thought he was watching Caillou
we
or
were
something?
spitting freestyles on the back
I
deck,
was like, why is Coco Melon?
and then
playing?
all of a sudden I see Jared come through. He's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? Like, been out for 20 minutes." But then you had to film a video anyway, so you
No.
ended up filming one.
Yeah, I had to throw a sponsored post up anyways. So I texted him like, I'm here, and I was like, oh shoot, like I think I have to get this video up. And then I went up to his door and knocked and rang the doorbell, and no one answered. I was like, oh weird. I was like, whatever, I'll just go get this up. Yeah, so it was all right. We made it to the combine in time.
We did.
We stayed the night in Buffalo. It was surprisingly quiet. The city was like asleep.
Ghost town.
Ghost town.
It was
Friday.
a ghost town.
And we wanted to get some pizza. It was like we got it there at say midnight, right? And Chippy calls the local pizza place. Oh yeah, it'll be about an hour to deliver. I was like, well, I'm not trying to stay up till 1 a.m. Let's just hit up McDonald's.
Yeah, we're like, what's open? McDonald's the only place.
We're in America, like the fast food capital of the world, right? Like they're supposed to be fast. They're known for
Yeah,
fast
like, I'm like,
Buffalo's remote for the Americans, isn't
Fair.
it?
I
Like
don't
not a lot of
apparently.
people talk about the states in Buffalo.
food. Sure.
It's basically
Well,
Canada.
you're telling me we couldn't find like a chubby chicken or something?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
Yeah,
like,
there would be something in Barrie, Ontario.
that's what I'm
open,
saying.
you
That's
know?
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So it was hard to find a spot. We found a McDonald's. We waited like 30 minutes before they took our order. There was like 3 cars in front of us, and they just weren't answering people when they pulled up. They were just
was
making them wait like 10 minutes.
Unbelievable.
It's like they were making one burger and then handing it out the window and then going back and be like, "Hi, can I take your order now?" Right? And then completing that entire order, not like just ghosting
It's
everyone.
like a
and coming-
farmer
It
stand.
was
It was-
unbelievable. So
yeah.
we might as well have ordered the pizza
Yeah.
because we didn't get back till 1 a.m. We're eating.
You didn't stop on the way?
I got a
Was there nothing to
no.
stop?
Well,
at?
we just weren't hungry. Like
Yeah.
Where'd you go across the border?
Niagara.
Through Niagara
Yeah,
Falls?
Niagara, yeah.
Should have grabbed something on
There
the
was
border.
no cars.
first.
There's no
There's
cars.
Ghost down. Anyways, heading into the combine, 11 a.m. You got
Oh
any
well,
more
well,
to
let's go the Big Mac. So I eat a big.
Oh,
I
yeah.
took 3 Big Macs like at 1
What?
a.m. we have to get up
Well,
at.
they had a deal. So it's
Oh.
buy one get one for $1.
And wait an extra hour for it to be made.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they came out cold too. That's the thing. We waited like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
because they
this-
probably made
Yeah.
one.
I
Set it
said
down.
I'm never gonna eat McDonald's again in
Yeah,
my life.
I was
That's-
like, this has to be piping hot. If you wait for your food, it has to be piping hot. It was not.
Oh,
bro, it was
what,
just
so the McDonald's different than the Canadian McDonald's?
dude. The McDonald's just didn't sit. All I'm gonna say is it didn't sit. We have to wake up and do these videos with all the boys the next day, all the top 10 prospects. I'm up all night, bro. The McDonald's
You
did.
didn't
That's
sleep?
all I'm gonna say. I couldn't get any sleep, bro. It was just ran
Running on
through me.
fumes.
He
Oh,
ate
my-
3 Big Macs, a quarter pounder, and some nuggets.
Oh.
I wonder why you couldn't sleep.
Okay, I had 2 Big
the
Macs.
McGurgles.
2 Big Macs.
Yeah.
Because I was starving, and then yeah.
Did you
wait-
guys share a room?
No.
No.
Oh,
You
lucky.
big dog
Good,
me
good
up.
thing for
Oh,
Jeremy.
yeah, that's true.
No, because I was like, I thought you were coming, so I thought it was gonna be
Oh.
like 4 of us in a room, and I was like, hey, I
Right.
just need my own bed, like.
Mm.
And then I was like, boom, and then you big dogged us and didn't show up. And I thought Hayden was gonna be there, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I was so to kind of your phone keeps falling. I keep catching
That's
it for
all
you. To speak to that a little bit, I was wanting to go, but I didn't know when it was. And in typical fashion, Jeremy asked me the Tuesday before we needed to leave on the Thursday.
That's
I
when
know, but that's crazy.
That's also.
It's a crazy.
But that's also
The
when
combine, like,
That's
that's
also when I knew that we were going.
yeah.
I didn't
yeah,
know.
it
I
was-
didn't know until
No,
like,
because
a few days before.
No, because Chippy mentioned it to me the week before,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Well, when is it?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm not sure."
No. So it's like, I mean, you can Google search Wednesday NHL. Well, I guess no. It's like a 10-day event. That's the other thing. We didn't really know because there's like the combine goes on for like 6 or 7 days.
Yeah.
Right. So we didn't know exactly when we were going or if we were even going until the
confirmation came.
morning that I said, "Do you want to go to the combine? It's on this date."
Yeah. So anyway, the reason that I didn't was because I had made plans with my friends, and my buddy got a new place, and I
Sorry,
hadn't seen them
boys.
in 6 months. So.
Bedard, Friday.
No,
Can't
I
make it
definitely could have
tonight.
done that. I just chose not to.
Yeah, no,
He's
you're
a family man.
You're a
Love it.
great friend,
Yeah, it's
but
great.
it was crazy.
So let's go into the combine. We met all the top 10 prospects, basically. Bedard, Fantilli, Leo Carlson, Will Smith, Ryan Leonard.
Will Smith plays hockey.
He does, yeah.
Will Smith does. Will Smith was a beauty.
He's actually an
He
absolute
was a
beauty.
beauty, man.
And that was actually the cool thing is to meet these guys. So Chippy and I shot some skits, some YouTube videos. We got some really good content with these guys because we just basically interviewed each of them. So our bit, first we ask them like 5 or 6 questions, like black or white tape. If you're going in on a 2-on-1,
Rapid fire.
yeah, rapid fire questions, right? One of them, probably my favorite. It's a 2-on-1. You're on the ice with me, right?
Yeah.
You and me on a 2-on-1, overtime, game 7. Are you going to pass? Are you going to shoot? And then you put them on the spot, right?
Right.
And it's cool to see
Yeah.
the guys are like, I'm taking that shot. Like they know.
How's your shot?
Yeah.
And other guys are like, yeah, I'll pass it to you. Like just you can kind of get a different vibe of their personalities, how they would react.
I
and
mean,
stuff,
well,
right?
if they knew me, they'd know that you don't pass to Jeremy on a 2-on-1.
No, I said.
Go watch the.
I think all the boys were like,
I
we're dishing
buried
a
one
chip.
for
I think
you.
most of the boys were dishing a chip. Okay, I think Jared got looked off a couple times. But
Yeah. When Bedard opts to take the shot, actually no, he said he'd pass
Yeah,
it to me.
he
No, Bedard. Yeah, I won't ruin it. We'll
Yeah,
get that
yeah,
video
yeah.
out soon.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Chippy did some hair skits for his
Oh, yeah.
world famous TikTok videos.
Yes.
So-
So I think those are going to be awesome.
Yep.
Be on the lookout for those. It was
Sick.
great meeting the players. I feel like we could
yeah.
talk about it more
Yeah, we can. It can be an
Once it-
ongoing thing.
once it drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll talk
yeah,
about it.
we'll
but
talk about more.
I'm going to say the two biggest surprises. Number one, I think the NHL like underrepresents the personalities of the players, and people always say like you need to get their personalities out there more.
But they're also like trained not to show their
They are.
personality.
Well, that's the thing. You find the guys that are outgoing, and then you just like
Push them
put them out there some more.
like
'Cause-
to Chuck.
right.
Yeah.
So like a few of the guys were a bit reserved or like like timid, but Leo Carlson, absolute.
Can we just give it up for Leo
Beauty.
Carlson? Might be my favorite player.
Was he a grand old time?
He
Yeah.
like he just comes out. He not a care in the world, not held back, right? And just the guy's got a sense of humor, hilarious.
Oh.
So one of the questions
He's
I'm
got
gonna
the
drop it.
Riz. He's got.
Oh,
Are
he's
you gonna
got
drop it?
I'll drop
No,
it.
you can't drop it. Can
It's for the pod. It's
Okay,
they get the
okay,
insight.
okay,
That's why
okay.
they listen to
they'll
the
still.
pod.
Let's be real. They're still gonna watch your video.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and of course, like they get the inside scoop. This is why they tune in. So Leo Carlson, one of the questions we asked every player: if you could steal one player's skill, what would you steal and from who? So we got some great answers, a lot of exactly what you would expect. Leo Carlson doesn't skip a beat. He looks over and says, "Oh, well then it would be Henrik Lundqvist, his looks."
That was an unbelievable answer.
That's actually dope.
He just goes straight to Lundqvist. I'm going to steal his looks. And he's like, great
he
looking
does
dude.
look pretty handsome
Oh,
on
I
that
mean,
TNT panel there.
But the fact that, like, I don't know, what a great, like, this guy is a jokester. If, like, he didn't
Yeah.
miss a beat, didn't have to
he was
think
a
about
beauty.
it.
Fantilli was a beauty too.
Yeah.
All the boys were beauties.
Yeah.
And so there's a few more, like, great lines that Leo had there. Just flowing. But, yeah, all the guys, like Will Smith, just... I know, it's so
Stud.
well put together.
Yeah.
He enters the room. He's just got that energy. He's
Mm.
like, he's like, yep. He's like, I'm getting drafted to the NHL. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly. So yeah, just walking in with some mojo. I like
Yeah,
that.
he had the
Like the
mojo.
mojo. All the boys had some mojo
Oh
coming
yeah.
in. Like
I mean, yeah, all the guys were great to interview, and it was awesome to have the NHL. We can talk about it more after we drop some of the content. and
yes,
stuff.
exactly. It'll be fun
Yeah,
to talk about.
Sick.
That was a lot of fun. And yeah, what we're looking at doing is getting involved in some more stuff. Get the puck daddies out
Yeah,
to
I'd
these
love
events.
to.
Yes. And I won't turn you guys down again.
Yeah,
I'm
there
sorry.
we go.
Saying, right?
Big dog in us.
We
Big dog in us.
we got the hockey guys going out to a bunch of stuff. Like, start sending the puck daddies. Make it a thing. Get us
Yeah, let's do it.
hosting. Get us up on stage, eh?
Get us up onto the stage.
Shifting gears, since it's been such a long time since we've done the pod. Since the last pod, the Leafs got eliminated from the playoffs,
Wow.
fired
Shocker.
Kyle Dubas, and hired Brad Tree Living.
Okay.
Are the Leafs Tree winning or Tree losing next year?
Are we
Should that be the name of the episode? Tree winning or
Tree
Tree
winning.
losing?
You're bored laughing at your own joke, eh? You're
Yeah.
bored laughed your own joke.
I don't even know at this point. I think it's just I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, are they even gonna make a move? Is he even gonna move anybody? Is he gonna sign anyone?
I think he's assessing.
Is he gonna do anything? I don't even think he is. I think it's gonna be the same team coming back.
I think they might let the year go out and see what happens, and then make a move if they need.
That's what
to.
happens every year. Let's just see what happens next year because we have
Yeah.
such a great team.
Oh.
Like, we can't screw this up another time in a row.
You want to know what? You want to know what Brad Tree Living's doing right now? He's establishing another 5-year plan with Shanahan and the
another
board.
Shanna plan.
Yeah, like another 3 to 5 year plan. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
100%. That's what they're always doing. But the first year plan is just not to get reamed by the media, and that's the only thing they care about.
Well, you better
Good
be
luck.
out there in Arizona with Mojo Pappy developing that relationship. I think he is. I heard he was flying out to Arizona.
Klutz 5000. We're live streaming this episode, by the way. He says Puck Daddies to the NHL Awards.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course, we'll be there.
Why would so?
Why wouldn't we be there?
When is that? Is that this month?
It's like 26th, 27th, 28th. It's the draft and the awards. I do have 2 tickets, but to go to each event. Not 100% if I'm gonna go yet because I kind of want to get like access. I want to like bring the guys and.
Oh, is it not? Like, it's just like you have like.
Just
Yes,
to go
so,
watch.
So I
yeah.
thought I was being sent to like actually do stuff, but they're like, oh
Oh.
no, we've got like apparently there's a lot involved when like a company does that where they have to get like basically it's the
You're a
NHL.
partner with the NHL, right?
It's the legal departments that suck the fun out of everything.
Yes.
Yeah, so like in order to do it properly, they have to basically submit their plan like months ahead of time, and we weren't quite that prepared.
Mm.
Not us. I mean, maybe next.
You're always prepared. What are you talking about?
Yes.
You have me.
Yeah. So we might be going to the NHL Awards just as fans, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see you there if anyone's there. If you know anyone that's going, find us. Maybe we'll bring a couple hats or something if anyone recognizes.
Like, oh, I'll drop them off. Find some nets in the driveways.
Yeah.
Hey, drop some hockey nets in the driveway.
Chippy's gonna sneak in.
You want to talk about that one?
What?
The nets in the driveway.
Oh.
So-
yeah.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah, that was cool.
I used to carry a bunch of like just hockey swag in the back of my Palisade, and whenever I saw a hockey net, I would like go put a sticker on, like a How to Hockey sticker, or throw a few How to Hockey
So you'd
pucks.
vandalize the.
Yeah, exactly. I was sneaking on people's properties and vandalizing their stuff. It's just a little Easter eggs for the kids.
Yeah.
Throw a few extra pucks out there, some branded pucks, and they go pick them up. Hey, where'd this one come from?
Yeah.
Just like being funny. So we were just leaving Buffalo, and we were just about to like leave this one neighborhood, and I look over and I see 2 hockey nets sitting in the driveway, and I knew Chippy had a couple hard to acquire style and flow
Very,
beanies. They're
very
sold
hard.
out everywhere. You
Everywhere.
can't get them.
For the past 6 months.
Yeah, and he had a couple.
And all 6 providers, manufacturing is just slowed right to a halt.
Slow right to a halt. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the marketing.
we
Can't
did
find these.
We brought. So I also brought some hats. I brought a few Puck Daddy hats and some How to Hockey hats to give to all the prospects. So let's see if they wear them at the draft. Eh? Look out if they got. You see some style and flow beanies.
Oh,
there.
they better. The boys
Eh?
better.
That'd be
Leo
great.
Carlson, Mojo, buddy.
I think he will. Yeah. One of those
I
guys.
might
will
text
toss it
him.
on.
I might text him and be like, yo, throw that beanie on.
Coach says put that beanie on.
Yeah, put that beanie on.
So yeah, maybe you'll see some at the draft. That'd be great if he goes up on stage with it
That would
on.
be
Could you imagine?
Oh
That would be
man.
crazy. Imagine
Ooh.
Bedard.
Unreal.
And then he gets up to
I gave him
to
a
say
black
his
and red
thanks,
one.
and he
I gave
says
him a black and red one.
he says don't think too much.
Oh
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
come on.
Oh, that would be legendary. That would be legendary.
And then he says, "Go subscribe to the Puck Daddy podcast." Anyways,
Oh my goodness.
anyways, let's quit dreaming, boys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a few hats and Chippy did as well. I was like, hey, let's just go drop those off. I put them on top of the net, and then
And this is after, you know, we got some Mojo. We were just with Bedard. We
All
were
the
with all
boys,
the.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you know what I mean. We're not too worried. If it was like another day, I'd be like, I don't know if I'm gonna want to knock on someone's door.
Yeah,
right
Chippy
now.
has some public anxiety.
So
I
we
think.
have-
well, so here's the thing. I was
We
just
had to-
gonna sneak it on top of the net, right? Like, or just like leave it at the front door
Yeah,
and run
no,
away.
And I was like, no, we gotta go knock on it.
And Chippy's here. He's putting on his microphone, and
Like, I'm not doing this unless I get it captured
and
on
Oliver
camera.
and I'm like filming my like, hey guys, I just found some nets in the background, and then I'm like, I see Chip, he's putting on his mic, he's getting the camera out. Oliver's
We're going
getting,
right to the door.
Record. He's setting up, and I was like, are we going? He's like, are you gonna film this? He's like, yeah, we're gonna film it. I was like, oh, okay, we're making a okay. Anyway, so we go up to knock on the door, and it's so funny, like.
Does
he's
the
got-
guy look like super
No,
surprised?
No,
or-
we knock. So it's like a ring. They have like the ring light. So
Oh.
we're like, me and Jared, so it's like ring light. Me and Jared just standing there like awkwardly, and then it's like,
doing this.
it's like kind of doo 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 doo. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I see him coming down the stairs, and you can just see me. Oh, here he comes, here he comes. And it's like we're getting ready, and then he comes out hot. He comes out.
Opens the door.
Like, who are these two guys at my door? Like I gotta defend my property right now.
He had to grab his shotgun first.
No. So he comes out, but it's just like that interaction. Like when you're going to someone's door, like it's just like
Yeah.
it's not.
It's
That's
they're like
how it is these
they're like
days.
what
How
are you
it
trying
is.
to what are you trying to sell me? Like
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you guys doing here? Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? When someone comes to your door, it's not like back in the day. Come on in, we have cake for you.
Do you have a moment to talk about art?
Yeah. So we introduce ourselves, and then we got it flowing.
We gotta flow it
We
after
gotta
the
flow it.
initial
We're
like,
initial,
what are
like-
you doing at my house? Who are you
I
and
don't
what
even
you
know.
want?
I don't even know what we're doing at your house.
You imagine you're just like I don't know, or that meme, nothing,
Well, that's
just
the thing,
hanging around.
Beforehand, Chippy's like, let's just say like we started a hockey brand and we want to, right? I'm like, can we say like, hey, I'm Coach Jeremy from YouTube and I make content? Like how do we even? It's our first time ever doing this, right? So we don't
Yeah.
even know what to say.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, do you have a son that plays hockey?
yeah.
And then I was like, let him know that Coach Chip and Coach Jared came by and wanted to give you some hats.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got it out there eventually. We got it
Yeah,
out
he's like,
eventually.
oh, like awesome. And then he ended up being he was a great guy.
Oh, he was
and
awesome.
he was super appreciative, and
Yeah.
like he's like, my son's gonna love it. He's been out here for 24/7.
Well, yeah. So he says like his kid's a freshman at like the school. He's like loves playing hockey, trains 24/7. So you know that he's seen at least one of our videos.
Yeah.
Right? Probably.
If
follows
they've
us.
got 2 hockey nets in the driveway, you know they've
Yeah.
seen at least 2 of your videos. That's how it works.
Okay. That's
If they had 10 nets, then
10
they might have
videos.
seen
Gotcha.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. I'd love to see the reaction. I'd love to see like when he got home. Like that would have been.
Oh yeah.
yes, it'd be great.
I was surprised that. I mean, I guess the guy didn't look like he'd be too much on social, but a lot of people would probably record it and then tag you. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
yeah,
could
yeah,
get the
yeah, yeah,
follow
yeah.
up, but
Yeah, I don't even know if he would have saw it. Like he didn't know who we were. At
Well, that's
all.
I
Yeah.
think if we went to enough houses, then we'd get quite a few parents who are like, like
Yeah,
kind of like, oh, I know you
feel like- I
guys.
feel like that's a series.
Well, that's what. I pitched it to Hyundai. I want to do because I have to do a sponsored. I don't have to. I do a sponsored post with them every month, and I get to like sort of pitch my idea each month. So I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna load the Palisade up with merch and hockey gear, and just look for nets and driveways.
Yeah, that's actually great.
and then just like surprise the kids, give them like a hat, and be like, oh, by the way, I got some stuff in the like obviously get their parents' permission, all that stuff first.
I got some stuff in the back of my car.
Yeah. I got like offer them like, hey, you can take anything you want out of the trunk, right?
That's
and
cool.
have them come out there and just like take a hockey stick or something
Nice.
like that, or 100 pucks. Just get boxes and boxes of pucks. That's what every
Yeah,
kid
no,
needs.
that's actually
eh?
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, more pucks.
Yeah, every kid
You
needs
can
more
you
pucks.
can be the instead of the ice cream truck, you can be the Palisade hockey truck, and the pucks just drop behind you.
Yeah, yeah, and then I'm gonna do the exact same thing as Jer, but I'm gonna do it with Mercedes Benz.
Oh.
That's what.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm
Wah,
gonna
wah,
do
wah,
it.
wah. Same. thing.
Anyway, we'll talk more on the Leafs in a future episode. I feel like we have a whole lot to talk about on the Leafs, and
Yeah,
we got time to do
We
it.
can't even talk about Leafs right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not that we don't want to bring the vibe down.
No. What's the next?
I'll wrap it up with my like. I think that they're probably just going to keep the team more or less the same. Like the core four. You know, True Living talks about like, oh, it's not the core four, it's the Maple Leafs. Like I hate all this talk about the core four.
He still says the core four though. Like,
Yeah.
He's still even bringing up core four. Is like,
I think that now that they have Shane Doan, they get Matthews signed,
Yeah.
like extended.
Yep.
They
is this just
Marner or Nylander is gone, one of the two.
Okay, I'd say like this year that's going to happen.
This year, maybe not to start the season, but before the trade deadline, very possible.
And whichever team those two go to, they're just going to have a great season.
Oh, you know they will.
Yes, yes. Like I think this is a big ploy by Arizona. Bring Shane Doan, infiltrate the Toronto Maple Leafs, get a copy to Arizona.
Conspiracy
This
theories.
is all happening.
Yeah,
Oh,
Shane Doan's like, we can
That's
give you
the
this
skit.
much. in Arizona.
That's the skit. That's the skit.
Could you imagine first Marner goes to the Yotes and signs a team friendly, and then the next year Matthews does the same, signs for like $9 million or
Team
something.
friendly, exactly.
Couple
They go to
team-
Arizona, boys. We're just gonna flow in Arizona.
God.
And then all you see is on Matthews.
Styles comes over too, signs for 4.
Yeah. And all you see is like nonstop pictures of Marner and Matthews at like Matthews' Arizona mansion poolside, just chilling, loving
I
life.
become a big
Just
Arizona.
loving
I'm
life.
the biggest Arizona fan.
All right.
That's hilarious.
I mean, I hope that doesn't happen, but I think one of the core four, it'll be the we three. One of the core fours is going, eh?
I think so.
Yeah.
Even if they sign, like even if they extend them,
Yeah.
it's still that's more trade potential because then they if they can manage to extend them,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden they have more trading power because people like the other teams know that he signed for like 3 years, 4 years, however long they
Yeah.
extend. Like if they extend Marner or Nylander for like a 2-year deal just to be able to get a trade done.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you see them sign them, don't go all up in arms yet because it's still potential that they're going to trade them.
Sign and trade.
You think,
gotcha.
you think Matthews is gonna? I don't think they're gonna get it done. Do you think?
He's coming. He's staying.
He's staying, but I don't
think
think
they're
that
gonna
they'll get it done
this
before
year.
July
Oh,
1st.
okay.
Before
You think
his
before
no
the
trade.
season starts?
I think they'll get it done before the season starts because
Matthew-
Matthews isn't going to want to miss games. You know.
No, he's gonna go to Switzerland and start playing
No,
there.
he's still under contract for a year. He would just fly into free agency.
No, but his no trade clause kicks in July 1st, which basically means that he's got the Leafs by the balls if they don't do it before then. But I think that's what's going to happen.
Why is that? Sorry, break it down for me. I don't understand.
Basically, his RFA or his deal has a thing that his no trade clause kicks in the last year of his deal.
So what does no trade clause mean?
It means that you can't trade him without him saying, "Yeah, I'll go there." So he can limit whatever team he wants to go to.
So we get no return.
Yeah.
It really limits the option.
Or he could say,
shopping.
"No, I don't want to be traded,"
Yeah.
and then just the only option they have is to not play him or not trade.
Wow, wow. So that's exactly what Pappy's gonna do. That's what I would do, Pat.
Well, he has all the power, but if they can extend him before July 1st, then that's ideal. But I don't know if that's going to happen because it's
Yeah,
pretty tough.
that is tough.
Yeah.
So something that I loved is Dubas. He gets traded to not traded. He moves. He goes to the Penguins. Signed to the Penguins. And
Yeah.
one of his first quotes is,
We can and we will. Imagine.
"Well, he basically is like, people are betting against the Penguins to win with this team,
Yeah.
but I believe that we can win with Crosby, who's
Malkin.
Sullivan,
Crosby,
Malkin, and Letang.
Letang and Sullivan.
The core four.
And then the number one comment is, man, this guy really loves core fours.
Is that what he said? Oh my!
Well, he didn't call him the core four, but he just lists three players and the coach.
He basically did the same thing as with the Leafs, where he commits to 4 people.
Yeah.
But the thing with that is that he's the president there, so he's part of a more long-term plan.
Yep.
And him saying that is basically just saying he wants to give those guys the most opportunity to win while they're still in their prime.
Yeah.
But if all of a sudden any of them drop off, then all of a sudden it's okay, plan
Like,
B.
how old's Sid now? Like 35?
He's got, yeah.
I think he's 36.
I mean, he still had
37.
a great season. He had a great season.
Is he a
Nine-
year
9
younger
points
than
or
you,
something.
or?
Yeah, I think so. No, yeah, 1 year younger probably.
Yeah, I think he's 36 or 37.
I also loved how when Treliving got signed, they just called, congratulations to Brendan Shanahan, the new GM of the Leafs. He's just using him as like a puppet, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah.
Wow.
But
missed
the thing is that Shanahan has to sign off on like any of the big things. But I feel like just like any job, right? There's certain things that your manager, your boss. Jeremy's drinking a bottle of God knows what.
Oh, what's it there? There's a garlic.
Oh, that smells.
Oh,
Jeremy,
God,
drink the
actually-
BioSteel instead. Come on.
I actually can't.
It's ginger, turmeric,
God.
and lemongrass.
No, what do you mean? There's like onions in there and celery. Like, what are you talking about, dog? There's...
It's you know when you finish doing the dishes and you got all that stuff left. There's actually a lot of nutrients in
Jared,
them.
get it away from me. I don't.
If you
can't-
just get the trap and you put it in a bottle.
My train of thought's completely gone.
It's
I have
like the
no
guy
idea
that
what I
opens
was
the
talking
tuna
about.
around you for lunch, and you're just like, can you
Oh,
not do that?
not the tuna. Not the tuna.
Good for your gut health, guys.
Oh, I think I remember what I was saying. Jeez. Yeah, so Shanahan being Dubas's boss, he'd have to sign off on like big things, like maybe trading for Ryan O'Reilly and that type of stuff. But like majority of what Dubas is doing is like his own accord. I was initially I was thinking too, it's like, oh, congratulations, Shanahan hired someone to be his puppet again. Like
Yeah.
But looking at it, I actually think that it's more likely that Dubas wanted more power with the board and like not to have to go through Shanahan. And the board was probably like, no, we like Shanahan.
Yikes.
I don't think that Shanahan was the one saying like basically throwing Dubas out because Dubas wanted to basically take his position.
Yeah.
I think it was more the board with TSN and Bell, like the two, because that's the main people on the board, right? They're like, no, we're sticking with Shanahan for one more kick at the
He's
can.
proven he's so.
Because the Shana
phenomenal
plan
at
is
putting-
so great.
You know, it was actually really painful. I think Sportsnet posted a graphic of like when each team, the last time they were in a Stanley Cup Finals match.
Yeah.
Didn't not when they won the Stanley Cup, just when they had a chance to.
Like an appearance in the
an
final.
appearance in the finals, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a few teams, it's like never, 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 which are like, the new teams, the Kraken,
Yeah.
all like stuff like, and like I think the Canucks too. It's a shame. But then there's the Leafs, 1967.
Yeah.
It's
right?
been so long.
Then there's the Islanders, which was like the 80s. And then after that, every other team in the NHL was somewhere in the 2000s, somewhere in this
In the
millennium.
past 20 years, they have been in the final.
Somewhere in this millennium.
Yeah.
Every other team, besides like the brand new ones
Well, that's
and the Islanders.
if you look at like just the sheer math behind that, that makes sense. Like every year, 8 teams move on past the first round.
Yeah.
Statistically, except for the Leafs. Yeah.
It's staggering, like how far behind they are
I almost feel like the fact
from the other worst team.
the
with
fact that they made it through the first round and then just got dominated in the second is worse to me than just having the same narrative. Because at least if they lost in the first round, it's familiar. Now it's like
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel.
Exactly. There's a second round?
Yeah. Is there a second round?
No, don't we
I
just we play this one and then we go golfing, right, guys? Like,
A second round of golf.
I thought we were going to Florida for golf, not hockey.
There's-
we're still playing. These aren't
These aren't
exhibition games? What?
these aren't exhibitions.
Oh,
Oh well, I guess we should play then.
Coach, why
guys.
didn't you tell us, eh? Coach,
Oh, I guess we should play.
that's what we're doing here.
I didn't want to golf.
We got someone in the comments, Benjamin Herelija.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Sorry
You nailed
for
it.
butchering that. We answered that question of what's our favorite 6 of all time in a draft in one of our
yeah,
previous
we do
episodes. Bonus to anyone who knows which episode it is,
Oh,
I'm gonna say
because I don't.
I'm gonna say it's pronounced Rella.
Rella? The H is silent, and so is the J.
no, it's Hella. Benjamin Hella cool.
It's Herja.
Hella's a good guy. Hella's a good guy.
Yeah,
It's a really cool last name.
that is sweet.
Okay,
yeah.
are we getting off the Leafs? I can't.
We're not talking about the Leafs.
I'm done.
moving on.
We're absolutely
crazy.
done. With
We'll
the Leafs.
rekindle that flame back
Yes,
when
I
Brad
forgot
Treliving
about
does something catastrophic.
Perhaps we can do it. Maybe someone else can. But I would love to see each decade broken down on why they, you know what I mean? The 60s. Okay, because they just won and like, yeah, we're just going to win it again.
Oh, like
You know,
the reasoning.
yeah, the 70s, it's like, yeah, they were rebuilding. The 80s, like just horrible
And also,
mismanagement.
while you do that, show someone aging because every
Actually,
like my grandpa.
Yeah.
I like show him from when he was like 20 to when he's
My dad, when he
78.
was born, to the 60.
I may have just actually nailed that because like in the 60s they did just win. They win in 67. So it's like, yeah, we can win it again, and they don't. 70s, okay, they're rebuilding. The 80s, I heard like Harold Ballard or something just from my dad that it was just like terribly managed. Like he was a crook and just drove the team in the ground, like didn't do anything for the team.
Right. So it's his fault.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna win it next year.
90s, we can blame that on Wayne Gretzky because he high-sticked Doug Gilmour in the face.
No call.
Right? No call. So that's all Wayne Gretzky's fault that they didn't have an appearance.
Screw that guy.
In the 2000s, they actually had a phenomenal team. Sundin, Corson.
That was
Domi,
that was who I grew up
Tucker.
watching.
Oh my gosh, it was great hockey.
Yes.
How how Cujo as their goalie, how they did not make
Ed
it.
Balfour
through-
was fun
yeah,
to watch
Balfour
too.
for a bit, yeah. I don't know how they didn't make it there. And then after that, they were skating in an AHL team for the longest time, rebuilding again.
Oh,
And here we are.
the Tucker, Domi, Fraser McLaren, Colton Orr.
But they got out of the
What were we doing there? What was that team about?
That was like 2006, right?
Yeah, it was a little like in the tail end of the great.
That was when I was watching.
Yeah, Colton Orr.
Right.
Fraser McLaren.
All right,
No more Leafs.
let's wrap it up there, eh?
Yeah, keep her short
Hype
and
Fest?
sweet.
Hype Fest. Yeah, let's talk about Hype Fest real quick.
Quick. What a hype fest.
Oh, I forgot you guys went to that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
yeah.
super
The
fun.
Bauer exclusive event at the Hockey Hall of Fame.
So Bauer decides to
Everyone.
have an event, and they're like, "Wow, where should we host it? Where should the venue be? Why not the Hockey Hall of Fame?"
Unbelievable.
They just
That's smart.
I didn't know you could just book the
Are
Hall
you
of
gonna
Fame.
do that for the Puck Daddies?
I might have like a brunch there. You know,
a
book the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, how
for
much
a
did that cost?
Puck
How much
Daddy brunch? 100,000 maybe. I don't know.
for an hour?
A
Yeah.
little brunch, that'd be nice. Yeah. You know, dine with the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sip,
All right.
Have a little sip from it.
I'm gonna challenge you guys to a quick questionnaire for that
Hype
for
Fest?
that event.
Okay.
Yeah, for the Hype Fest. What was your favorite? I guess what do you call it? Like piece or like
Favorite moment?
favorite thing that they had there,
Right.
Okay.
and then what was your most memorable experience that you did there,
Right.
and then what was your biggest takeaways?
Okay. Favorite moment for me is just walking in the door, because we walked in through the front door, which they always have closed. You always have to go around through this entrance, through the turnstiles.
through the mall or something.
Yeah, through the mall.
Yeah.
This one was the original, like big, thick
On the
wood
main
doors,
street.
right on, like that you always see in like
Yeah.
whoa.
That's actually sick.
like when it used to be whatever, a bank, or I don't know what it used to be. Right.
Uh-huh.
I think it was a bank because it has a vault and they keep the Stanley Cup in the vault. Right?
Oh.
So like it's the original entrance, and they just had those doors open. I'm like, oh, cool. And you walk in, and to your direct right is the Stanley Cup. It's just there,
Just might as well.
right? And I'm like, I just walk in. I'm like, oh. I was
Imagine
like,
someone
okay.
from the street knows that and they just book it in, grab it, and
Like, then
Couldn't have been the real one.
you think it was the replica?
there's like three. We'll spill the beans. There's like 3 cups that they have. Yeah, who knows? Well, yeah, the real one's probably in Vegas or Florida. You know, just in case.
Yes.
In the building, yeah.
Close. Well, it's in the building tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, we can make some predictions before we end the pod.
Yeah, because the games have. What is it? Chippy, stop making noise in the table, you
Happening
goof.
tonight.
Yeah, the game's tonight, so when people are watching this, they'll know who won already.
Okay, but they don't know that we don't know who won.
Yes, that's true.
I don't even know what I said.
what,
Anyway, so I think that was the coolest thing for me. Just like we were like at a private event at the Hockey Hall of Fame. Like we have full run of the building. We can go around. It wasn't like, you know, you're there with the public. It was cool that it was a private event.
that's actually pretty
yeah,
smart.
I thought that was
Yeah, it
awesome.
was-
Yeah.
So just the venue itself was the moment, and then what was your, or I guess Chippy, you do yours.
You
Yeah.
got your favorite moment?
Yeah.
Oh, favorite moment.
Like the favorite part of it. Yeah.
part of the event.
Not the experience, but the things that were there.
Oh, I liked the Chell. They had like Chell set up on the
Of
big screen
course.
in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Ripping
That's actually
Chell.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, so I played Nasher, Belzy, and Jordan. his
1v1?
Yeah, it was 2v2. So Nasher and I versus Jordan and Belzy.
Oh, you got Nasher? You must have won.
He had me.
No,
Are you kidding me? I
Nasher pl-
carried. I scored all our goals.
I
I don't
sure
think you understand. I am the best Chell player in
just like you're the best
Canada.
on
No,
hockey
no, no,
player
no,
on
no,
this
no.
side of
No.
everywhere.
You don't understand. I will give anyone the smoke and Chell. And I'm like,
I'd love to play some
I'm
Chell
being
with you,
so
actually.
serious right now.
Fire up the Xbox.
I scored all our goals. Ask Nasher. I scored all our goals.
He probably set you up.
Go check his
and I hadn't
vlog.
played. And I hadn't played. Like I was Division 1. Like when I say I'm a gamer, like I was a gamer.
Alright.
I grinded.
All
Like,
right.
I'm like that.
It's just ingrained.
So I will give you all the smoke. If you want the Chell smoke, we will put some money on the
Let's-
board.
Let's
I
do a
will,
YouTube
I will
video.
wipe you.
Let's
I
do a
will
YouTube video.
wipe you
That'd be
off this-
fun.
Wipe you off this planet. And just,
This can be the intro.
like it's not even a joke.
We're gonna use this for the video. Chippy
Yes.
versus me, Chell 1v1.
Yes,
Winner
I
take
will.
all.
There's no way I'm losing.
Okay, and then
I haven't played for a few
Oh,
years.
and I have yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think
I have a
Chip
fun
plays.
I have a fun thing that I'm gonna do on. I want to start. I'm not gonna say it yet, but
Alright,
I'm gonna
alright.
do it.
All right.
I'm gonna yeah. I'm gonna.
All right. So Jeremy, what was your favorite experience from Hype Fest? Like the yeah.
Well, so I didn't. The next day, everyone went on the ice, and I think that probably would have been my favorite experience. But I didn't really know what it was when they like pitched it to me, asked if I wanted to go,
yeah.
because I'm like, am I getting paid for this? Am I like the guy, and like, or am I just as a guest? And like, am I the guest of what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was like every collaborator in the friggin' world.
It was
like they had
crazy.
everyone there. They
Yeah.
had like, even like non-hockey guys there. So they threw in a really good event. If I knew it was that, and then they're all going on the ice. Like when they said there's going to be like, it's at the Hockey Hall of Fame the one day, and the next day they have ice time. I thought it was just to skate around and like test the new Bauer gear. I'm like,
Right.
I didn't know they're going to throw on a game and have like, because I would have loved to play in that. That would have been
Yeah.
great. Right. So
Yeah, that looked fun.
that probably would have been my favorite experience. Besides that, I just liked meeting everyone. And they had the events that you could go and like, shoot on
Activities.
The goalies, the activities. Yeah. So that
With
was
the new
fun.
gear too, like the
Yeah.
new stick and
Yeah,
stuff.
I got to test out the new Bauer Twig.
the Hyperlight.
Yeah, so I'd say just like meet and greet with all the people. That was just the best experience.
Right.
It's always nice to connect with.
Anytime
other
I go
players.
to any event like that with you, that's always my biggest takeaway too. Is just to like I go and talk to the people behind the scenes of the other like
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Barber's right hand man and Nasher's editor.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
we'll have a little conference, cameraman
Yeah.
conference or
That's
something.
hilarious.
But
That's
like
hilarious.
it's nice because a lot of those guys know me too, just from like
Yeah.
filming with you.
Actually,
so.
Rob Worling had a good long conversation with him, and he spoke very highly of you, so that you guys have chatted a lot of times.
Yeah, he's the like really crazy good ice cross skater.
Yeah,
and he
Rob's
does stuff
dope.
with Barber too. Yeah.
super dope.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's a good guy. I wish I went. I would have loved to meet him in person. I've only
You
ever
never met him?
chatted. No, only chatted on like Instagram
Okay,
and stuff, right? Like helped him with some YouTube stuff. but-
Super so.
Next
super
event, I'll get you out there as well. Like I didn't, honestly didn't know what it even was. So now that
You
I
brought
know,
Sammy.
yeah, of course.
Wah,
great.
wah, wah. No, I'm kidding.
Sometimes,
She wanted a date night.
exactly. She wanted to dress up. She wanted to go to an event. She wanted to, and
I'll dress up for you.
wow. Hey, I've got it on camera.
I'll throw on my Puck Daddy jersey. Like,
No, we're gonna make a Puck Daddy dress for you.
Yeah.
ugh.
So what was my favorite experience?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you already said Chell. That's kind of an experience too. But I guess
No,
it's a
no,
thing.
no. That was the
there.
thing there.
Yeah.
The best experience, obviously, I think, was meeting everyone. Like I rolled in, I didn't know who was gonna be there. I didn't know. I've never met any other creators really.
You're the hot guy in the block now with the.
So Shippy rolls in, all the OHL prospects like that just got drafted.
Cole
like
Eiserman.
Matthew Schaefer.
like-
Oh, I saw
Eiserman.
you made a video on the.
Yeah, I got it. So I got a crazy vlog of just like all the boys.
Right.
Yeah, I think who was it? Hag. Hag was there.
I did not realize how elite Cole Eiserman is. He scored like 96 goals in like 40 games. I was looking at his stats. I'm like, damn, this
What
guy's
year-
a player.
How old is he?
He's 16.
Jeez.
So I didn't. Yeah. So I didn't know.
So he's
I
like,
didn't know any of the boys until I knew Schaefer just got drafted, but I didn't know who like by looks. Like I don't like you know what I mean. I
Yeah.
don't watch. I'm not watching the
same.
game like that.
I didn't know until
Yeah.
after
So
either.
I was like, oh, all the boys are coming up. They're like, when I first roll in, it's like, all the boys are coming getting pictures. So that was fun. And then it was just meeting on the bench boys, Nick
Oh
the
yeah.
goalie,
Ollie.
Ollie.
Jacob.
Like it was just
Yeah.
like a great experience, just meeting everyone. Like that was probably the most fun. Like the night was just dope. I had so many really cool conversations, like really like good conversations, like one-on-one conversations.
Yeah.
Austin Alexander, Tom.
Oh, I met him. He's cool.
Holy,
Yeah.
those-
They got some content coming up.
Yeah,
Too.
that like
I
literally,
saw you guys did an Instagram story.
bro. That was crazy. That was
Yeah.
the first time meeting him, and
You were
like,
just
I've been DMing
riffing.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just like literally like right away. I was like, bro, like you're like the reason I'm standing here.
Yeah.
Because like he
Nice.
was such an inspiration for me with starting all this.
Mm-hmm.
So it was dope to like connect with him. And then I did some videos with some of the prospects there. We did a little challenge.
Puck Daddy Tarp, gorgeous.
yes,
yeah,
it is gorgeous.
It's lovely.
Nothing but championships under that tarp too.
For all you listening, if you want to tune in live for the podcast, we record it on Tuesdays. Time is always different, and sometimes the live stream doesn't work. But if you see a notification, turn on notifications on YouTube, you can watch it live with us.
Huge thanks to everyone who tuned in for the live stream. Let's wrap it up there, eh?
Yeah.
Good.
I was gonna talk about day 2 of the event.
Day
but
2. Oh,
you guys
hold
just-
on. I forgot
yeah,
about
day 2
day
of the event.
2.
I was at day 2.
Someone who actually went to it.
Yes,
Okay.
I was at
day
day
2 of the draft. What
Yeah.
happens?
Day 2 of the Hype Fest.
Sorry.
Draft.
I just read draft. on the
That's
thing, so,
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah, no, so it was super awesome. Like we rolled down and everyone that was kind of at the event was there the next day, and then like they had like the stalls set up, all the new Hyper Light 2 sticks, and then it was like it was a creator game, but then they had the prospects in.
How unreal is that?
Yeah, the
That's
prospects
sick.
were playing with the boys. So like Shafee was on our team. Man, I go out there. I was like, it was my first time I got mic'd up content.
Yeah.
Lit. Like it's super dope footage, and I'm out there. I was gassed in warm-ups, bro. Because I'm coming out, and there was no like they weren't letting anyone in. But then all of a sudden the game was starting to flow, and then there was all these kids lined up on the glass.
They waited until
they
the game
waited
started.
till they weren't letting anyone in. I guess they let them in for the game.
Yeah.
And then, bro, like it was just you're out there. We're playing against the prospects. It's like
Yeah.
there's a lot of different age or skill levels.
Yes.
Everyone could play though. It seemed like.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't do a thing out there.
Uh-oh,
It was
pressure.
no, it wasn't like I was just gassed. Like it was just like these guys were skating like Swaggy
Yeah.
P is disgusting.
I was going to
crazy
say, I
good.
bet you saw your first taste of how good Swaggy is.
Swag, so he was on our team and he was lighting it up.
Yeah.
And
We
like,
still haven't edited that pond.
Yeah. Well, you chose not to because it was like, by the time that
Oh, fair.
we wanted to do it, it wasn't. It was
No,
in the
I
middle of backyard rink
I
season,
should send
so-
that to Strive and have him edit it.
He commented.
I
in
know. I
it.
saw him in
Yeah.
the Strive. I'm sending you some footage. Get this together. We'll throw it up in like October or something like that. Eh?
Yeah, it was fun. That was when I met Austin Alexander and a bunch of the other guys too.
But yeah, Swaggy P, who just like he was a difference maker. 5 goals a game, no matter what, like guaranteed. But
yeah, he's disgusting. Yeah, then I got 2 shootout. I got 2 breakaway like penalty shots.
Oh,
Cause one of the boys laid me out, full on body checked me, bro. I was acting like it was like I was like, what the hell are you doing out here though? Like
was it one of the
Can't
prospects?
wait to
Yeah,
see
bro,
it.
one of the
Can't wait to
prospects-
The
see that.
16-year-old.
Don't even know who it was. Okay, so one of the prospects. Who are you? Okay, I didn't
Here's the
even
thing:
know.
is that's
He just-
how they play hockey, so they can't turn it off.
He just lays me out, and I'm like, bro, like it's funny, like it's funny, but it's just absolutely not funny at all. Like I don't need to be getting dummied right now. Like I was actually like, hey, I actually got kind of dummied there.
I would have just taken a number. I would have ended his whole career.
No, I was like,
I'm gonna make the news the
I
next
was like,
day.
it's fine, but like I don't know you like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're not coming in stepping up on me like that. Like let's not do that. Like I'm trying to be out here flowing, and then I got a penalty shot. I go in. I hit him with a little. I came in the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Goalie bites, drops. I just go off the crossbar and up.
Was it on Nick the goalie?
No, I don't. It was one of the. I think it was Jack Ivan Kovic.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
trying to score against a goalie who's like going to get drafted. Like that's going to be tough.
Yeah, it was. So I had him bit. I had him down. Boom. And then I had under the bar, and it just went up. And then I had another one. It was a tie game. We were winning the whole time. We were up 2 goals, about 3 minutes left. I'm on the bench. Should
Yeah.
have been out there.
Yeah.
We get hemmed in our zone. Boom. I think it was a shot on net. Belzy deflects it in. Tie game. Game ends, and now it's like a shootout.
Zach played.
Let me
too.
just point out that
Did his-
every person out there was in full gear except for Belzy.
Belzy had no helmet on.
He was in a tracksuit with a beanie and his sunglasses on.
I was like, I feel like if I was out,
Got it.
if I had the no gear on, I feel like I would have flown a little more. The full gear's tough, man. Like compared to someone who's not in full gear, like you're so much quicker. You're so much.
Yeah, but also
I would've
you're
been
not
more
as
reserved.
confident in.
No, I would have been
your-
reserved. Yeah,
I
need full
played.
gear.
I played a game of pretty
That's actually
competitive
true.
pickup hockey, like with a bunch of like guys that are like, I don't know, playing hockey like their whole life
Yeah.
or whatever, and it's like a big family and they play against each other. Anyway, I went out. I didn't know that they were doing an actual like full on game. I thought it was just like some shinny, like messing around.
Yeah, no helmet, and no.
So I had
cage,
no
crazy.
helmet, just skates and gloves.
Yeah.
and like we were playing it, and like they weren't even going hard at me, and I felt like, okay, yeah, I'm not driving the net as much, I'm not winning as much battles.
You don't want to block a shot with your shin pads. You don't have any on. You're not trying to get slashed in the shins or like.
You're way more aware of, even though I've played with just a visor, you're way more aware of like errant sticks and people shooting the puck and stuff.
I can't believe you play with a visor.
Not anymore, but it was just because my
unbelievable.
cage was broken.
So I did the same thing in Chicago. It was like creator game, and a bunch of guys out there. I didn't bring my full gear because I'm not trying to fly to. No, it was in Minnesota. Sorry. And I didn't want to. No, sorry, it was Chicago. I didn't want to bring all my gear to Chicago, right?
Yeah.
So we're out on the ice, and a lot of these guys are fully geared up, and I'm just in my my coaching outfit,
Right.
And I'm skating. The puck comes out to the point, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get out of the way of this one. So I move out of the way. The guy tees up a slap shot and still ends up hitting me right in the shins with it. I'm like, I'm trying to get out of the way of your shot. How did you hit me? Like I was trying to move, and why would you even do that? Like I was clearly in like just sweatpants.
I almost
Like why are you clapping?
Yeah, let's relax.
Like we're having a fun game here.
Just
Don't
take it easy, please.
even when you have gear on, those hurt. Like I almost broke my ankle from a guy who I was trying not to block a shot. Then he was taking too long, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna block it.
Yeah.
Then I was at the point where I was so close that I was like, surely he's just gonna move or like try to take a wrist shot or pass it.
Yeah.
And then he winds up a slap shot, hits me right in the ankle.
It's like use your head.
I don't even think I could play like ODR without a cage now. Like I just like I just know that the errant sticks are coming. It's high sticks. It's like I can't even.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to play hockey.
It's smart to
Gotta
be honest.
protect your assets.
Well, just I don't need to be listening.
I saw you had the Bedsy bubble.
I had the
cage
bubble. Was
on.
the first time rocking the bubble. It was
yeah.
the first time I was like, oh, like it would have been better if not everyone had the bubble on.
That's probably
You know
why
what I
the
mean?
guy
Like
rocked
if you just had, you absolutely, like, he rocked me, bro. Like I actually got like blown up. Like it was
got
like,
rocked by a 16-year-old.
Oh, huge. He was like 6'4".
Yeah. Some of these guys, like they're like a man children.
Yeah.
You know? Like they shave at like.
They're definitely
14 years
bigger than
old.
Chippy.
Bedsy's 185. The guy's the most solid 17-year-old you've ever
Yeah,
seen,
he's
bro.
jacked. He's
Oh, we didn't even
ripped, too.
talk about our Betsy experience. We'll save that for another pod.
Yeah, save that. We'll save that.
It was it was great at the combine. We got we got about 20 to 30 minutes. Which
We got a little longer than we were supposed to.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. So yeah, it was great. We'll talk about that in the next pod. We'll get some content up. It'll probably be up for the check out our TikToks, Instagrams.
Yeah.
Look for some content coming from the combine. Going to be awesome. Big thanks to all the beauties tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Let's go.
We're back.
Everybody, we're back.
We're back.
Don't think, just flow.
3 months later. Our next
Don't
podcast.
think,
With
just
my
flow.
hockey stick, gonna make a real difference. Feed the
Drop
poor and heal the sick.